exciting, and any sister community who might be watching these videos, we're here in our pool today for a 15-minute core class. So come on down and join me. Good. So we're going to start sitting nice and tall. We're seated. Good. And I want you to bring your feet just a little bit back. You're still maybe a little on your heel. That's fine. And we're sitting up nice and tall. Good. This is a little Pilates-based ab work right here to start with. So we're going to put our hands behind our thighs and come back. Now I want you to lift your chest like you're going to sit back in a chair that's painted and you don't want to touch it. So see how the chest stays lifted here? We're not, and our ears and our shoulders are still in line with each other. Good. And then let's come back. A lot of work on that core right there, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to come back again. Keep the chest lifted. This time we're going to lift an arm. Lift an arm. We made it a little harder, right? Lift that arm. And lift that arm. Oh, we're really working those abs. All right, one more, because even my abs are starting to shake. All right, and then let's come up. Now take your body and roll over those legs and just stretch it right here. Just that nice stretch. Good. Now let's come back again. So we're going to sit up nice and tall, and we're going to modify this a little bit, staying here if we'd like, but maybe making it harder by lifting those feet right here. You can stay here, that's fine. Remember, chest is lifted, although as though we're going to hit the back of a painted chair and you don't want to. Good. Same thing, arm lift right here. Arm lift. Arm lift. Are you shaking a little bit? That's okay, it means you're working hard. One more. Last one. Good. Now bring those legs out wide, and we're going to come in through those legs right here. Good. Oh, that feels good. Stretch through the back. All right. Now, before we go much further, I know that you all love to do planks in our core and more class. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a plank. Let's set a timer. So let's do it for, let's say, how about 45 seconds today? All right, so modifications for our plank could include this right here with our bottom down right here. If you need to lift because of back issues, that's okay. Or we could be here. So you choose your option. And we're going to go ready, set, go. And we're going to hold it right here. So I wish I knew a whole ton of jokes. Let me see, maybe I know a couple. What do you call a strawberry who's sad? A blueberry. Oh, wow. What do you call a cow who is pampered? Spoiled milk. Oh, boo, hiss, right? Oh, how much longer do we have? I'm shaking like a leaf. We only have 10 more seconds. We can do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Guess what? On that next video, we're going to have to do a whole minute. How about that? All right, so seeing we're kind of already in this position here, bring your knees in right here. We're going to bring that arm on the floor. The shoulder and the elbow are in line. I don't want you to scrunch here. That's not good for your shoulder. We're just going to stay right here. Hands come on the hip. We're going to lift the hip and lower. We're working those oblique muscles. Lift the hip and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Lift and lower. Good. Lift and lower. Let's do 2 more. And last one right there. Good. All right, let's swing around. Let's do the other side. We're bringing that shoulder and the elbow right in line, and we're up on those knees, and we lift and lower. You could brace right here if you'd like to. This feels better for me. I feel more stable right here. So it's just a little lift and a little lower of that hip. Good, let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Good. Now I'm going to turn my mat ever so slightly so that you can see me on just a bit of an angle. So a really hugely important part of our core muscles is our back. So we're going to work those back muscles here. So bring your hands right beside your ears. We're going to inhale and lift the head and chest. And keep the muscles here tight, but keep the feet on the floor. So hold it right here and lift. And we're working that lower back. And bring it down. Good. All right, one more. Inhale and lift. And notice I'm going to keep my head straight because to keep looking towards the camera, it's going to be a little hard on my cervical spine, so I don't want to do that. So let's bring it down and relax. Good. Let's do 2 more of these. Inhale and lift. I know your feet want to come off the floor, but don't let them. Hold it right here. We're working that lower back. And bring it down. Good. One more right here. Inhale, lift. Good. And bring it down. So now we've kind of warmed up that lower back. Let's go ahead and add the feet. Can you do it? All right, so we're going to bring those hands right beside your ears. We're going to lift both the feet off the floor and the head and chest. Now, if this is too much, put your head back down. Just lift the feet. And bring it down. Let's do just 1 more of those, because even my back's starting to say, hey, that's enough, right? Good. All right, 1 more. Up we go. Good. Hold it here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now put your hands on the floor. Relax your bottom muscles. And let's come on up right here into a tabletop position. And then let's come back into a child's pose. It's really important for us to stretch the opposite direction. When we've done one direction, we need to do the other one to keep our spine nice and healthy. Good. Maybe you can put your head on the floor or a pillow. All right, now let's come up. Let's work a little bit more of the middle core, the belly muscles. So we're going to bring one arm out and the other foot comes back the opposite. For some of us, we can squeeze and hold right here. For some of us, we can't. We got to keep that toe on the floor. You choose what works best for you. And bring it down. Let's do the other side. Reach it. Hold. Good. Core stability move right here. Good. Reach it out. And you can feel that lower back because we've already used those muscles. And look right at the floor. You don't need to look at me. I'm still here, not going anywhere for a few more minutes. And bring it down. And reach. Good. Let's do 1 more child's pose. I'm going to take my knees out wide and touch my toes together and really stretch into that spine, pushing that tailbone all the way back towards the back wall. Good. All right, now let's come forward and have a seat on your back side, and let's come all the way down to the floor. Good. Oh, very good. All right, my favorite thing to do when I first come to the floor is I'm going to grab my knees and bring them into my chest. That just feels good. It's another forward fold. It's the safest forward fold that we can do, laying on your back. You can do this in bed in the mornings, and this gives a good stretch of your back. Good. So, but we're going to transition into working those abdominal muscles. So bring your knees right over your hips. Bring your arms out in a T position next to your sides, or you can bring them up overhead. You choose. This is harder, okay? If you're doing here, it's not as hard. Here is a little harder, and this is super hard. I'm going to choose the middle ground. So bring your feet up. Knees are together. We're going to rock, and I want you to rock to the side, but don't drop. Just rock, but not till you drop. Good. So we're going to rock, catch the muscle, catch with the muscles, and pull back up. Catch with the muscles, pull back up. Good. Catch and pull. Now, just as a reminder, if anything that we do hurts you, you do it less first to see if maybe easing up or changing position a little bit feels better. But if it still hurts and all the position changes, everything you've tried just doesn't work, then that's maybe not an exercise for you, and that's okay. All right, just pick one that you do like. All right, just because it's going to feel good, let's go ahead and rock to one side and hold it. Let it fall to the floor. Now, if you can't get to the floor, I want you to roll till you can. right? If you have to bring that arm in and put it on your belly, that's okay. Good, now bring it up. Oh, those are heavy. And then bring it to that other side. Oh, good. And remember, if you can't get to the floor, bring that arm in so you can roll, so you're on the floor. Don't let those legs hang in space. That's not good for your spine. Good. Oh, all right. Now, let's bring it up. So, let's lift those feet to the floor, or to the ceiling. Flex your feet. Good, reach those arms up right here. So we're gonna do a dead bug pose, kind of. And we're gonna work those abs at the same time. So we're gonna start, we're gonna bend a knee, bend an elbow, touch behind you. And then lift. Bend and touch, and lift. Now, some of us have stronger core muscles that we could do this with straight arms and straight legs, right? So take your modification if you need to. If you can do the straight legs, that's awesome. Good for you. If you need to do the bended leg, that's okay. That's awesome. That's good for you too. So you choose. Maybe you could do a few of each. See what you think. But if you know your back's not going to handle this, then don't do it. Do something else. Good. So this is that dead bug. All right, seeing we're right here with our feet up towards the sky, I want you to bring your hands either right here next to your sides or clasp them behind your head. You choose. Here's another option, right underneath your hips. Any one of those hand positions is fine. So we're going to take those feet, a little bit of Pilates feet. We're going to turn those toes out, and we're just going to hold in your belly, keep it neutral. Try not to let the back curl up, and then we're going to bring them down and come up. So when you feel that back trying to come up off the floor, I want you to stop and pull those feet up. Good. So come on down a little bit and pull up. Good. This is a little bit of Pilates as well. Good. Up. Good. So come down and pull up. So we're working those muscles in the belly. Good. So once you feel that back start to arch, you got to stop and pull up. Good. Bring it down and up. Let's do two more. And last one. Good. Now let's hug it in. So my son, who's 20, decided that this year he's going to go back to school and surprise all the girls and be really muscular. So you should see some of the ab workouts he's been doing. It's crazy, and he is really starting to fill out quite a bit. All right, so let's go ahead and work a little bit more of that lower back. So we're going to put those feet on the floor, bring the heels towards you. Good. And we're going to lift our hips. So I want you to think of a neutral pelvis, keeping our pelvis nice and neutral. And then we're going to tip back ever so slightly so we can squeeze through the buttocks. Hands are by our sides, and we're going to push through those heels and lift those hips right here. Good, feeling that nice stretch. So if you're like me, my knees want to go out a little bit, and I'm going to be in command and in charge, and I'm going to keep them right here. Keep them parallel with each other. Hold it right here. Good. Can you lift them a little bit higher? Push through your heels. And now slowly, slowly, slowly roll it down one vertebra at a time. Good. One vertebra at a time. You have to tuck your tail to really get it. It's almost like you're curling it down, and then your pelvis hits the floor, and then you can slowly open it back up and release it. Good. That's the safest way to come down. So if we just plopped right down, that's not as healthy for our spine. Good. All right, up we go. Push again, a little tilt of that pelvis backwards. We're holding this time. Let's bring those arms up. Hold them up. Good. If you're comfortable, go ahead and bring them up overhead and feel how that made you push those hips up towards the sky. Good. And now bring those arms up. You can bring them back down to your sides if you'd like. And we're going to slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. We go concave in the belly, hips are lifted, and then we hit, and then we bring it all the way down. Good. All right, very good. All right, so one more exercise for the belly, and then we'll be done. So we're going to bring our feet, and we're going to put them together like a butterfly pose in yoga. hands right behind our head, keeping our elbows nice and open. So just like a butterfly, we're going to flap our wings. So I want you to tilt that pelvis to a neutral pelvis the best you can. In this position, my hips are starting to kind of go back a little bit, so I'm going to pull them in, pull the belly button down, so I'm pushing towards the floor, and I'm going to lift, I'm going to lift my elbows, and I'm going to lift my knees. And then I'm going to open, so I'm like a butterfly flapping my wings. How cool, right? Good. And lower. Good. And lift. Tighten through that belly. And lower. Good. Lift. Now don't pull on your head. I'm really just bending those elbows in to mimic that butterfly. I'm not trying to pull on my head. It might look like it, but I'm really trying not to. Good. Now tighten through the tummy. Every time you come up, it's like somebody socked you in the belly. Ugh. Really, and you gotta tighten it nice and tight. So if I were there, I'd come and go, ooh, right in the midsection, and you're gonna tighten all those muscles that I just hit. Good. Up we go. Let's do 2 more. Good. Last one. All right. Now I'm gonna change it. So we keep the feet together like we are at the bottom, but we're going to change right here, and I want you to envision right above you is a rope, and we're going to pull ourselves up the rope and let ourselves down. Good. Pull up the rope and slowly let yourself down. Good. Pull up, bring it down, pull it up, and bring it down, pull it up, and down one more time, up, and down. Good. Bring those legs back in. Give them a hug. Very good. Now, hold behind your thighs. This is a little more of an advanced move, but if you can do it with me. Roll yourself up. Good. Thank you so much for joining me for a little bit of core workout today. I hope you enjoyed it. You know what? If you watch this video and you would like to see me do some other things, send me an email. Let me know. jlindstrom@riverlanding.sr.org. jlindstrom, Lindstrom @riverlanding.sr for Sandy Ridge.org. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.